again. Okay, so, you know, if something is really working for you, you want to go ahead and just keep working with that. You know, as long as, and I usually give any kind of marketing technique 15 days. So, I mean, that probably seems like a short amount of time, but markets can change, especially online. So, I don't even plan out a month ahead. I plan out 15 days. I reevaluate after every 15 days of what kind of marketing is being done, because things are constantly changing. So, you know, you do definitely want to use what you've seen working for the last week. Use it again for the second week. But then the next point is that check back on your work. So techniques don't last forever. So you definitely want to check back on what you're posting. Is it getting the same amount of engagement that it used to? You know, are people commenting as much as they used to? Are they commenting in a different way? You know, are you not getting shared as much? The reasons could be just, you know, timing, day of the week, when you're posting. But again, that should be also something that you're aware of. You should be aware of those kind of fluctuations as far as, you know, time of day, time of week. So you should already kind of, you know, balance that into your plan. So if you're seeing a lot less engagement, go and see who's stealing, what's stealing your market, basically. So if someone else has come in, there probably is not like a decrease in the amount of people interested. There's a decrease in the amount of people interested in what you're producing. So someone else out there is producing something now that people are paying attention to, taking away from what you've been doing. That could just be that they're on the latest pulse, so, you know, they're saying the right things. Again, go and look and see what they're doing and take that into your marketing and see if you can adjust it so you can get the same kind of engagement that you got before. Okay, and then next would be avoid crows and other buzzards. You know, within your account and within your, you know, channels that you've built up, that you spent all this time organically growing, much like a field, there are predators that will come in. So if you're not paying attention, bad characters will be, and they might come in. Trolls, people who have, you know, bad intentions, they're going to move in on your channel, and they are going to affect your crops. They're going to affect your seeds. They might not even allow them to grow. So you might have, again, crows and buzzards that might not necessarily be on your page, but might be taking your exact posts. They might be taking your exact, you know, whole theme of everything and posting it on their social media, on their marketing channels, taking away from you. So you have to make sure that these people are, you know, accounted for, that you're paying attention to your marketing channel, not just your own, but, you know, what you are sending out. And if it's getting less engagement, it's because there are crows and buzzards that are out there taking that engagement away from you. Okay, next you want to pivot quickly when the weather changes. So if, you know, the market starts to move in a direction, you are going to want to plant new crops that are good with that direction, that climate. So don't just be stubborn and say, oh, okay, the weather has changed and I'm just going to keep planting corn, you know, and hope for the best. If the weather changes, if the market changes, if something moves, you know, away from, and we've gone over, you know, trends and fads, if something's become a fad and that fad's dying, pivot quickly because the weather has changed. Others will change with it. You want to change as well. And then don't forget to taste your own crops. All right, so you want to know what you're actually selling to people. You know, you might even want to have like your personal or just another account. Again, that's for safety reasons. You might not necessarily want to have a personal account following it, or you might want to have an account that's locked following, etc. But another account that follows your social media accounts, so that when you're using your own social media on a personal level, you're seeing what's popping up, what your persona, your OnlyFans character that we've gone over, your persona, is posting. And now you can see what others are seeing. So you want to taste your own crops and make sure they taste good, because there's no way for you to know when you're posting out into the world. You're just seeing your perspective, which is your account, and it looks all good. Do you know how your followers are seeing you? So you want to make sure that you are seeing from their perspective as well. And that's going to allow you to make changes in your account, because you'll see, oh man, this particular crop that I am selling people tastes awful. And I need to go ahead and make that change so that it will taste better for them. And then lastly, go out and find new markets to sell your goods at. So, you've gone through all this effort, you got your crops built up, you have a great brand, you have great, produce that you can offer people. Consistently and constantly look for new marketing channels, new places, because people are forever changing their tastes, constantly moving along. Rules change at the different markets too, so you might not be able to sell as much as you used to at one market. So if you're constantly looking for new markets to sell, you will always have a place where your produce can be sold. You won't have to be constantly worrying about one particular marketing channel's rules. Like, oh, they might change it tomorrow. Let others worry about that while you're out finding new places to market and to sell your goods at. Okay, so I hope this episode was helpful. This was Organic Growth is the Key to OnlyFans Success. It was pretty broad topics on this podcast. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Again, my name is Richard Lewis. I am the founder of OnlyFans Hero and an upcoming platform called Stripper.fan. You can find this podcast on Instagram at OnlyFans Secrets Podcast. You can also find us on Reddit at the subreddit of r/OnlyFans Secrets, which is a marketing community on Reddit. For OnlyFans creators. You can also find us on OnlyFans itself at onlyfans.com/OnlyFansHero. Please subscribe for free and follow us on there for the latest updates on this podcast. And you can also find us now on TikTok. The TikTok is at OF Secrets Podcast. So find us and look us up on there. And as always, you can find us on Twitter at OnlyFans Hero, where we run an hourly free promo for OnlyFans creators, continuing to grow by 500 followers plus a day, both creators and subscribers. So please hop on there. Would love to have you guys on there promoting for free. And as always, you can find me on Twitter at OnlyFans Hero. If you have any questions directly for me, you have any questions about this podcast, have any ideas for episodes, want me to include one of your questions on our Sunday Secrets episode, just let me know. And as always, I appreciate you guys following this podcast. Please leave reviews wherever you can, and please continue to subscribe and listen daily. And I really appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Morty.